Thank you, Dave, and good evening to all. I'm here with Brian Cromley. I'm Mark cforth, and tonight we're going to have a fun-filled evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about cforth and One Marketplace. We're going to be talking about what you need to do now to get started and to get really moving. We also have a special guest, Mr. Rob Baker, who is going to be introducing one of the new products or services that we're offering at the cforth Marketplace, which is Travelology, which is the ability to be a travel agent. So for a lot of people, as you know, we have Voyager, which is a great way to save on travel anywhere in the world. But for a lot of people, are interested in being a travel agent, well, guess what? You can now do that here at cforth by going in and actually becoming a certified travel agent. And for a lot of people who like to sit at home and do that type of thing, it's a great way to make a nice living and get to travel quite a bit. So that's coming a little later in the program. So first, let me begin by introducing my good friend, Mr. Brian Cromley. Brian, good evening. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. Thank you, Mark. Thanks for the introduction. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody on the call. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all the brand new Premier members, all the new affiliates and shoppers from around the globe. Just real excited to be here. We had just finished a tremendous month in March. Mark will share a little bit about that. Just in my own personal organization, had a great increase. We had over a 24% increase from last month to this month. Many new Premier members coming on, and just very exciting. And I want to talk with Mark also. We're going to share with you guys shortly about some of the countries that are just starting to come on board and what future countries that are going to be coming on board. But with that being said, I'm going to turn it back over to Mark. I'll be interjecting with him, but we got a lot of great information to share with you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a high-powered, high-energy, high-influential night. But tonight is the night to make sure you get your notepad and pen. Going to share some information for the basic starting components. Then we're going to get into the nuts and bolts. Then we're going to answer some Q&A, and you're going to get a chance to hear from a special guest speaker. But with that being said, I'm going to turn it right back over to Mr. cforth.
Thank you, Brian. So let's start with maybe what you brought up about the countries we're in right now. As most of you know, we're operating in the United States and Canada, but we are now opening Mexico. Spain will open next week. We've got a lot of people coming in from Spain, so that's going to start. That'll actually be officially open probably sometime the first part of next week. In the next 3 to 4 weeks, we're looking at opening up possibly all the EU. We have already opened. What countries are we in right now, Brian?
We're currently in Kenya. We're in Kenya. We're in South Africa, Aruba, Mexico, Nigeria.
Yeah.
The U.S. and Canada, and many more coming, and Dominican also. So
Yeah.
right around the corner, you're going to start seeing them opening quicker and faster. And then for each of you on this call tonight, this is a chance for you to go to your friends and colleagues. Who do you know who in this country? So that way you can start building your international business and growing it internationally.
Right. And why that's important is because right now, when you join cforth, okay, as either an affiliate or a premier member, well, number one, you start earning an income stream immediately, right, in cforth. But what it also is doing is giving you your timestamp that locks you into One Marketplace and your position there. And that's what we're going to be talking about a little bit tonight, is about what that means, that position, and what that means to you from the future type of income you're going to be receiving. So one of the great things about this, Brian, I think for a lot of people, is you're really kind of getting two businesses for the price of one. And you get the benefit of both. You know, one, cforth is, a network marketing company with a great compensation plan, unbelievable products. One Marketplace is this new concept of connective marketing where you really don't have a genealogy, but you benefit from what the whole world does. So again, to be able to have the opportunity to have both, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. It's kind of different. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. And we're going to kind of also give you some things you need to be doing to really get busy and get started. So to begin with, let's talk a little bit about One Marketplace and a little bit about how that works, okay? As most of you know, it's based on timestamp. And Brian, as I bring this up, maybe you can just talk about that for just a second while I'm doing this part, and we'll get this up here for everybody to look at.
Absolutely. And I want to echo something you said earlier about the two different businesses. Many of you on here are network marketers, and you've come from the network marketing arena where you're used to building organizations and teams, and many of you have hit multiple levels of successes doing that. That's awesome. You can do that with the cforth platform. But as you timestamp and become timestamped, whether you're now someone coming in the near future or over the next 65 days before we do the opening launch, you're going to get timestamped for one marketplace. What's unique about that is, as Mark said, there is no teams in one marketplace. Once you're timestamped and you're in the global matrix, every single person from around the globe that's building this business, everybody's building everyone's business. So it's pretty unique. You're going to have a revenue source from the cforth side, which is the network marketing side, but you're also going to have a revenue from the one marketplace, which is the global fill on the global matrix. Back over to you, Mark.
And the beauty of this for all of you is that, you can decide when one marketplace launches, hey, you know what? For me, I just want to do one marketplace. That excites me. Some people say, you know what? I just want to do the networking side. See what most of you will probably go, you know what? Because they kind of work hand in hand, I'm going to do both. And you actually are going to be able to, because what I believe is going to happen is that, we're going to have so many people flooding into one marketplace because it's so simple and so easy and so fresh and stuff. But I'm going to tell you, at least probably 20% of those people will look over at CFON and go, well, why wouldn't I want the income stream over there? Because there's a reason for being able to do that. Because one of the things we will be introducing when this finally launches, sometime towards the end of June, like we've talked about, when it launches, we're going to have a thing called a Smart Shopper Pro. Right now, when you join and you lock down your position or your timestamp in one marketplace by becoming, again, an affiliate or a premium member in cforth, when you do that, what you've actually done is you've now put yourself in a position to have, be in both. But there's also going to be a Smart Shopper Pro that's going to allow you to benefit from both companies with one membership. So that's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be different. Don't worry about that right now. All you want to do right now is get excited about what the opportunity is right in front of you and what you can share with people. And that's taking this video and sharing it with the world. Because the only thing you have to do here to be successful is put in smart shoppers, right? Because every smart shopper creates what we call these community pods. So tonight, I'm not going to do the entire presentation. Next week we are, but because again, we've got a guest on tonight talking about one of our new products and services, with the travel agent program, Mr. Baker. So tonight we're going to keep it a little bit shorter, but we're going to do the exciting part about this because this is what everybody should be looking at. This, if you really get this one picture of what this means to you when you join here in cforth right now and take your position, but that's what you're actually doing based on your timestamp. You're taking your position in this global pod that's already been being built, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like this hasn't happened because this doesn't start until June. The positions are all still being locked down now. So, for example, when you see that red circle there, that's you, right? That's you coming in, and to say that in that example, it's like on the third ring. Well, actually, everybody's joining right now is probably already coming in on the eighth or ninth ring. That's how many rings have already been filled up. But it doesn't matter because the rings just keep expanding and expanding and expanding. But the beauty of this is the model's already working because these rings are being filled long before we ever launch. So why is that important to you? Why is it important about what you do now? I mean, a lot of people say, well, this is great, and Mark, this will be wonderful. I'll wait until this thing launches, then I'm going to go to work. Yeah, you could do that. Opportunity is going to be fantastic at that point in time. But here's what you lose out on. And this is one of the unique things about what this is with connective marketing. It's based on what you do now. Now, not tomorrow. Because think about this. You're that red dot there. That's the do nothing button. What are all the green dots? Well, those are the community pods. What's a community pod? Those are the pods that you're going to get paid on. And how do you start a community pod? You put in a smart shopper. That's all you do. You put in one smart shopper and you've started a community pod. And each one of these community pods, like we're showing, 8 of them here? Each one of them, as they start to fill, because as these rings get filled and it grows and grows and grows, as you can see, each one of these pods is being just engulfed, right? And that means that all the people that are in your pods, you're making money on. You're making money on their shopping. You're making money on their memberships. But here's the thing. If you look at this, would you rather have all these pods starting early, like now, or would you rather have them start later? And that's the question you got
I
to
would rather have them start right now.
ask. Why wouldn't you? I mean,
Well,
that's exactly
the
right.
reason, the reason, the reason I want them to start right now, the question is, do I want to have all those people ahead of me, or do I want to have those people behind me and be able to have all my personal referrals, which are pods, as close to that inner circle as possible? So as they're filling up, on which they could be potentially have the ability to be filled when we launch One Marketplace. Many people on this call will already have some pods filled, but here's the great thing: the more that you invite now to this program as affiliates and premier members, the more pods you can have. Some of you are going to have 5 pods, 10 pods, 20 pods. Some of you might have 30, 40, 50. If you're an incredible influencer, you could have hundreds, if not more. Imagine all those being filled. And do you
Yeah.
want them as close to the circle in the
So,
beginning, or do you want them afterwards?
yeah, because if they think about it, when this thing launches, like in this example right here, let's say that's actually you, the red dot, and all those green smart shoppers are the start of all your community pods. Look what's happened. Just by the time you get out to the 10th or 11th ring, most of your pods are already filled up, and you're making money on them. And how much money do you make? It's a
A
lot
lot.
because each pod, think about this, each pod represents 2,047 smart shoppers. You make money on every one of those 2,047 people every month on their memberships. Every month on their memberships. That could be 3 to 4,000 a month in each pod. You also make money on every time they shop, right? Every month. And if you understand and you've watched the video, which I'm sure all of you had with the smart dollars, people are going to be constantly shopping. And every time they shop, that's more income you've generated. So again, that's why this is so important because do you want all your pods started now or do you want to start it later on? I think most people, when they get this, like Brian said, you want them now. And so
Oh, yeah. We want them right now.
yeah, and look what happens here. I'm only going to show these 2 slides. That's all I'm really going to talk about tonight because I'm not going to go through everything else because you can go look at it for yourself. And what we've talked about is that each pod can generate between the memberships and the shopping as much as $10,000 per pod. And some they could actually do more based on more shop because there is no limit. It's just based on how much people shop. The more they shop, the more money you make. And by the way, what are we going to do as a company? Keep adding more and more and more products, services. The more we add, the more money you make, the more money everybody makes. So that's our job. And as we add members, guess what? We have more and more manufacturers and suppliers going, please me, can we put our products into your shopping portal, please? We want to put our products in. And guys, you're going to be getting these products at great prices. And obviously, the most important thing is everything's commissionable. So let's take a look at this slide right now. One of the beauties of this, and I love this is my of all the entire presentation. To me, this is my favorite slide because it kind of tells the whole story. And Brian, you can jump in here. What have we done here with this sliding scale of the number of smart shoppers you have? And why
In
would
my
we?
in,
Yeah,
in my opinion, Mark, that you've made it so easy for people to incentivize themselves without anyone having to tell them to that they can increase their earnings. Because when you look at, hey, if I'm at $3,000 a month and I want to get to 5, I just got to go put in 2 more smart shoppers.
right.
Which for each and every one of us that's on this call tonight, that's an affiliate, that's a premier member in cforth. Because remember, your affiliates and your premier members are smart shoppers in One Marketplace.
That's right. And it doesn't matter. So even if you have people coming in as affiliates in cforth, which is only what $9 a month to be an affiliate, they started a pod for you in One Marketplace. Now you're going to probably want them as premier members, and the reason being is remember, and this is important to all of you too, who goes in first into this global pod? Even though
Premier
everybody goes
member.
based on their timestamps, we take all the timestamps of the premier members and put them in first. Then we take the timestamps based on when they come in of all the affiliate members. So if you wanted to have your pods as close to the center of the circle as you could possibly get, what would you want them to be?
As close to the center pod as possible. And hey, Mark,
And
we
that's being a
almost
premier
forgot.
member. That's being a
Hey,
premier member. So
exactly. And there's another incentive for those premier members. If there's someone that's really serious about this program and they start this month or next month and they hit a rank within the program from silver up to diamond, they actually get to even go higher in the global matrix.
That's true. They do. They do. And so that's another important reason too. And of course, the great thing is about it, while you're doing that, you're making money. And that's what I love about cforth is, and I tell people, look, you know my passion. I mean, we've got all these hundreds and hundreds of different products, and they're all great products. But for me, it's the PFPB, perfect food for the perfect body. Why? Because number one, it's changed my life, it's changed my health, it's changed my looks, it's changed my appearance, it's changed my mental capacity, it's changed everything about my body. I mean, I just again, I feel like I found the fountain of youth with this product. And the beauty of it is it saves me more money than I spend. So when you think about this in a big picture scheme of things and you're sharing this with people, think about it from that perspective. You can bring them in under the PFPB. They're going to save more than they spend because of how much it saves you on your grocery bill and when you eat out. They're going to have the most ultimate wellness meal they could ever put into their body. And guess what they also get? They get the cforth business model with all the compensation. They get the one marketplace model with all of its compensation, all from that one product. How cool is
Yeah,
that? How cool is
super cool.
that? And how powerful is that? So getting back to this, I digressed a little bit, but you gotta when you start to see the whole picture, it's like, man, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. So getting back to this, why would people go to 10 smart shoppers? As Brian just said, of course you know why. Because every time you add another smart shopper, you open up more and more income you can generate from each one of your pods. Now, obviously, if you've got pods that are making you $2,000 or $3,000 a month, you're gonna make, and I'm talking about each pod, you're gonna make sure you're at 10 smart shoppers, right? Because you want to get as much money as you can out of each one of those pods. But the other thing that happens too by doing that is, guess what? You get more cash, right, every month in your commissions, and you get less smart dollars. Well, it's good and bad, but the reason that's done too is we understand that when somebody starts making, let's say, $10,000 a month, if you even had 10% in smart dollars, which is what you'd have at 10,000 a month, that's $1,000 in shopping you got to spend every month. That's a lot of shopping, right? So you could literally have that with, two smart shoppers and you're at 50% smart dollars. You can still have the same thing type of hand. You can still have $1,000 in smart dollars you have to spend every month. But think about when you look at the numbers. And again, I didn't bring those up, and maybe I should have brought up a couple more slides, but you guys have seen the video. If you haven't seen it, Brian, if anybody hadn't seen this video, they should be watching that video over and over and over again until they get
Yes, most
what it
definitely.
is, how much money you can make from a pod. And remember, those pod examples are based on $70 shopping per person maximum, not $1,000 shopping. Can you imagine if everybody gets to the point where they're spending $1,000 shopping? And ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, even without all the incentives to do it, with the smart dollars to do it, because we keep adding more and more products that people want and need and like, that can become a reality in the next couple of years. Then you're
Oh yeah.
off the charts. And guys, what's unbelievable about this, and I guess this is the part that excites me the most about the whole thing, and that's why I only put up a couple slides tonight. It's like Brian just said, what are you really deciding right now? You're really deciding now, how many community pods do you want? And once you decide that, do you want to get them now based on what we just shared with you? Or do you want to get them in June when we launch?
Right now, now's the time to take the action and go out and gather your new affiliates and your new premier members. So they are all time stamped for one marketplace and keep increasing your pods. The
Yeah.
more pods you have, the more you're going to increase your net worth and your monthly passive residual income.
And guess what also has happened? While that's happening and you're building all those pods, you're having them built, you're making money in cforth because you're going to be putting in premium members affiliate money. Even if you don't know the compensation, it doesn't matter. You're going to be getting a check every month. And that check's going to grow and grow and grow because we do have in cforth a tremendous compensation program. It's one of the best in the industry as far as how it pays. So you got that going on top of the fact of what you're locking down here. I mean, this is like the best of two worlds. And again, so what this is all gets down to, what is it that you're ever going to do to be successful in cforth and in one marketplace? Because really think,
Invite, invite people to take a look. That's all you got to do.
yeah, invite smart shoppers. That's it. Send them the video. Now, I want to talk about that, but I'm going to close with that. I'm going to talk about some call to action on how to do that, okay? Because that's really all you got to do, right? Now, how do you do that? Well, let's go to let me do a stop share here if I can get out of this. Okay. So if you go to the cforth website, right, and you go into your back office under marketing, what do you find? You find a landing page for all types of our products, right, that you can lead with. But what you also find is the landing page for One Marketplace. So if you want to get off to a fast start, wouldn't it be smart to take that landing page? Because you can put it out 100 different ways. You can text it, you can email it, you can put it on all your social media stuff. Wouldn't it be smart to start getting that message out there to anybody and everybody you could to let them see this? Because
Yeah.
this is what's different about this. And I hope everybody gets this. And I hope you don't take it the wrong way. I was talking to a sweet lady the other day. And I asked her because I was talking to one person that's just put in 10 smart shoppers and he did it very easily. And I was talking to her and she said, well, I'm having a little trouble, because I talked to some people and they just weren't interested in what I was talking about with being a smart shopper. I said, well, let me ask you something. I said, what did you say to them? Again, this is what a lot of people do, and it's such a big mistake. She said, well, I just asked him, I said, look, I got this great new business opportunity you might be interested in. Do you know what happens when you say that to people today? They go,
Yeah, their instant reaction is no, I'm not interested.
no, I'm not interested. Go away, please. So she killed it before it ever started. You don't do that. You know what I do if I'm going to talk to somebody about this in two words or less? I mean, very, very quickly. And this is the truth. This is the way I do it. I actually tell people, look, I'm going to share something. I could care less if you say yes or no. It's your choice. It's not going to make a bit of difference to me. Here it is. And that's it. Because I don't care. And for example, these business cards I'm getting ready to show you, and I don't have mine yet. I'm so frustrated because I'm getting something kind of cool and special made. But you can go into your back office now, and I'm going to show you this real quick. You can get your business cards, right? So what do the business cards look like? Let's bring them up here real quick and show them to you. If you haven't seen it. Okay, let me get rid of this. Okay. No, no, no. Delete copy. I don't care about that. Just delete it. Come on, go away. Okay. Can everybody see my screen?
Yep.
Brian, you see it, right?
Yep.
This is the new business card, okay, for One Marketplace. Now, again, you go into cforth under marketing, and you'll see over in the right hand on the bottom, it says, for business cards. All you do is click on that, and it takes you through the process, and you can have your cards custom made, what information you want on the back, your QR code, because what you want to have happen is you want to be able to take a card like this. Now, think about somebody, you didn't know nothing about what we're talking about tonight, and somebody handed you this card. Let's say it's me, and I hand you this card, and it says, are you a smart shopper? Paid to join, paid to shop. And if I said to you, do me a favor, either look at this or throw the card away, I could care less. What would you probably do?
Look at it.
Yeah, because I'm not going to try to sell. Oh, this is the greatest business thing in the world. This is unbelievable. This is revolution. I guarantee you, I start diarrhea of the mouth, you're gone. But if you take it away from people, and this is one of the most successful things I was ever taught, and I hope this helps you, but I never try to sell anybody anything. I actually do the opposite. I like to be a little bit arrogant, a little bit cold. You know why? Because I really do want every person. But when I hand somebody this card and say, look, you can trash this card, I could care less, but it's going to be your mistake. And say, do what you want. And then walk away, because I can hand it to complete strangers that way. I don't care if they reject it or not. I don't care if they take it in front of me and throw it in the trash. That's their loss, not mine. Because I know that if I hand out enough of these cards, guess what's going to happen with that approach? They're going to go look. And if they go look at this, pretty much hard for anybody to say no. And so, again, this is available to you now. If you want your 10 or 20 or 50 smart shoppers now, I suggest you start sending the landing pages, get your business cards, and get this thing rolling. And remember, every step of the way, because they come in through cforth, you're making money while you're locking down your positions in One Marketplace. Brian, anything else before we wrap it up?
Yeah, just everything you're given is great information, and you shared your 10-second intro, and I'm going to share mine. My 10-second intro is like this, Mark. If you're my prospect, Mark, there's something I want to show you. You may or may not be interested. It's going to take about 15 minutes. Fair enough?
Yeah, that's good.
And that's
See,
it. And then I
fair enough
then I
too.
bring them right to the card or right to the video.
But see, what you did is you didn't try to convince me of anything. You just asked me, would I be willing to do that? And I go, yes or no, right? So
Yeah.
I like that approach. Matter of fact, I'll share a couple other that I'm actually going to play around with. I think I've got one that says it's just on my text messages that I'm getting ready to send out with the landing pages. It says, pay to join, pay to shop, makes no difference to me, your choice. That's it. And just have them look at it, you know. And I have one that says, same thing, pay to join, pay to shop. And I said, yes or no, don't care. Here's the video. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But you don't want to, you never want to try to sell it there. You just want people to be, you know what, maybe I should look at this. And so
Curious.
create your own templates, your own. Now we're going to put a bunch in the back office for you. Okay. Because I know sometimes people like that and it makes it easier. So we're going to create about 5 templates for text message you can send out along with the landing page. And we're going to send 4 or 5 emails we're going to create. You can send out. And they'll be back in your back office here. Hopefully I'll have them done by the end of the week and they'll be up there. So Brian, let's close this thing. Any closing thoughts, words, call to action here?
Only thing I want to say is today is April the 2nd. It's a brand new month. Today is the day to make today the first day of the rest of your life. The world is your oyster. Carpe diem. Go out and seize the day.
Thank you, Brian. And now, obviously, to close this thing up, a very special time for everybody here. You're going to enjoy this. I'm going to introduce Mr. Rob Baker. He's a lifelong friend of mine. He's been in this travel industry for probably, 25 to 30 years now. He's a great guy. He's done something very unique by creating this home-based travel agent program. And it's something, again, for a lot of you, you might say, I can build one marketplace, I can build cforth, but I like maybe my spouse or maybe me or maybe a friend across the street would like to just be a home-based travel agent. Again, the opportunity is there to get it through cforth. Guess what? For all of you, big commissions are paid on this. Huge commissions are paid on this, and yet it's a great opportunity for the person that wants it. So with that, I'm going to introduce Mr. Rob Baker. Rob, take it away. It's all yours.
Hey, Mark, thanks a lot. And I appreciate the opportunity to be working with you again. Man, it's been a long time knowing you, like you said, for over 30 years. And, got started in the health and nutrition industry with you. And the whole network marketing industry changed my life. And I would eventually get involved in travel. And that literally changed my life to where I found a passion. And now, as the president and founder of Travelology Host Travel Agency, we've been literally changing people's lives ever since I've been in the travel industry, showing people how they can get involved in the greatest industry in the world, helping people create their bucket list and dreams to traveling the world and allowing you to make money with it. So I'm excited to present this opportunity. We're just going to take a couple of minutes real quick, go through a quick presentation, and then we are going to be having weekly dedicated presentations to share more about the Travelology Home-Based Travel Agent Business System for those of you that would love to get into the travel industry, make some money, but most importantly, travel the world like a travel agent, which a lot of people don't realize the incredible benefits that are related to that alone. So if you don't mind, let's go ahead and get the presentation started real quick. All right, once again, this is going to be a modified quick presentation to share more about kind of what we have to offer. If you've never been involved in the travel industry before, don't worry about it. This is a program that we call an Earn While You Learn system. So with our partnership with cforth, we like to say making money easy in the travel industry through our technology and systems that we allow you to basically just bring business to the table, and we'll show you how to actually have that working for you automated and 24/7. So our goal and objective is what we call developing the next generation of travel destination specialists. Whether you'd like to do this part-time or full-time or just refer, you're still going to have the same opportunity no matter what. Now, if you say, is the travel industry really for me? I just want to ask you these quick questions, all right? Do you know anyone that's going to be traveling in the future? Hopefully that's a yes. Would everyone you know book travel with you if you were able to match or beat the top public websites? People are booking at the Orbitz and Expedias and Pricelines. There's no loyalty there. But through social marketing and through people that you know, they're going to book through you because they're going to want to support your business and you have that trust. What if you could provide your customers, let's say 10% savings over going through Orbitz and Expedia? That's going to lock them in to book with you no matter what. So if you could show people how to save or be the same price, they're going to bring their loyalty to you. And that's based upon a lot of years of experience of how business is booked through the travel industry. And finally, how would you like to travel the world for free, making money? And we're going to show you how to do that, because there's nothing greater than, we like to call it, finding your niche. We call it get rich with a niche. And when you get rich with a niche, you're going to learn how to be able to maybe lead groups, travel for free, and make money while you're doing it. But to get started, you have to do it with education. So if you're brand new to the industry, we're offering an unbelievable opportunity through cforth Marketing that if you were to go to my website at travalogyagent.com, you'll notice that we sell these modules for $9.95. These are legitimate training courses provided by the travel industry, provided by our travel industry partner, Travel Campus, that are online anywhere from $900 to $1,200. But with cforth, you're going to get it for $5.95. Then what are you going to get? You're going to get these online modules. There's 4 modules, 28 courses and exams that provide you the ability to learn at your own pace. So you log in, go at your own pace. But here's the great thing. While you're learning, phase 2 is getting our travel agent business system. Travel agent business system, once again, if you went to our website at travalogyagent.com, you're going to notice that we charge $4.95 to activate and then $59.95 a month, because we have all this incredible systems and technology that we provide to our travel agents. But guess what? With cforth, because of my longtime relationship with Mark, we wanted to provide you an advantage. So there is no $4.95 activation. It's just $49.95 activation and then $49.95 a month. So you're actually getting it a lot cheaper. And by the way, don't forget that when you have a travel business, this actually would provide the ability for some pretty incredible tax savings as a business being involved in this incredible industry. So once again, get rich with a niche. We're going to show you how to turn your passion into opportunity. We like to say, what is it that you like to do? Do you like to go to cruises? Do you like to go on adventure travel? Where do you like to travel around the world? Just know that a lot of people like to do the same thing. What is it that you like to do when you're there? Do you like to do golfing, skiing, scuba diving, safaris? Maybe you're involved in the ministry and do church groups to where we do Christian outings all over the world, in the United States and globally, religious trips. So you can learn how to do that, lead those groups, and go for free. So at the end of the day, we're going to show you actually how to lead these groups and make money as a way to get involved in the travel industry. So it's as simple as this. We provide you some incredible technology. All you have to do is log into your agent back office. You send a link to your customers. Your customers will log in. They'll get an actual email from you, and they'll click onto a link that's assigned to your agent, what's called dashboard. So it'll be your name.travalogy.com. Your customer registers. It's linked to you, and that's all you have to do. You send an email. Then you'll have your bio and your picture. Your customer will have this incredible dashboard. This dashboard provides them all sorts of affiliate links that everything that they book on here tracks back to you to make money. If they need customized bookings, they fill out our quote forms on the right. Everything's tracked back to you, and you get a piece of the commission. Okay, so we're going to show you how to make money. You're going to make money in cruises and tours and groups and cars and hotels and what we call a Travalogy preferred net rates. This is something unique and special that no other travel company really offers. So your customers will be able to go to your VIP engine. They'll be able to 24%. That would be your net rate if you booked it online. And then what'll happen is your customer will get 10% and the balance of the commission gets paid to you. But once you become an advanced agent and go through our training, you're going to get access to one of our offline special net rate engines to where you'd have an additional 157 in commissions available if you put this together manually for your customers. So don't worry about how that works. Just know that when you become a travel agent with us, you go through your training, then we're going to get you access to an organization called CLIA, which offers the agent ID card to identify you as an agent, to have access to incredible fam trips and travel agent deals, have access to what we call Marriott Excellent Reward Program for special discounts on personal travel. We're going to provide you your own net rate engine and the offline engine for your own travel at net rates. So once again, when you book, you get like 50, 60, 70% off of your own hotels. And you're going to have access to our Travalogy special fam trips, familiarization trips. Like, for example, here's a luxury ship called Regent Cruise Line. We have our agents. It's already sold out, but in example, the cabin goes for $14,000. Our travel agents are going to Alaska for $2,500 to get to experience this trip. So we do these all the time. These are special things that you can't get unless you're a travel agent. So we have training, support, conferences, everything for you to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So to become an agent, you're going to go to basically cforth's website, cforth.com/Travalogy, and learn how to get started right away. So we have the right companies, the right system, the right opportunity, and all we need is you. So I'm going to send it back over to you, and then you could actually, if you'd like, go back to the website, I'm sorry, cforth.com/Travalogy, to where you can actually learn more about getting started right away. So thanks for having us apart and teamed up with you guys, and we look forward to tremendous success.
Thanks, Rob. That was really great. This was a great night. Again, as you heard from Brian and I earlier, now's the time. If you're going to do this, do it now. Ladies and gentlemen, get as many pods started as you can, because I believe it will be a life-changing event. It's something that was going to reward you financially for the rest of your life. So good night. See everybody next week.